Kittles are playing without Luke Longley, who will probably not play in this series. Jordan guarded by Kittles. And the Nets will put several different players on. Got us here. Gets his first points of the game. Jordan over Kittles hits. And a whistle, and we're going to have a foul. Sam Cassell, a technical foul, has been called against Sam Cassell. And here's where it all happened.
Yeah, you can see right there. Now, Cassell grabbed him the very first time. Now,
this is the jumper.
That's tough to do. As soon as you come into the game, you have to sit in for that entire quarter.
Pippen goes out having scored 14. Jordan will shoot over Kittles and hit. So Michael Jordan, a very quiet 8 points, but you know he'll have those numbers up there before long.
Pretty hard here tonight.
Dennis Rodman looking for the cutter. This is the triangle offense. Michael Jordan working now against Kendall Gill and gets the reverse layup. It'll be Kerry Kittles, Kendall Gill, and Sam Gatling, Gill and Jason Williams. And the feed inside to Jordan, and Kittles not wanting to. Here's Jordan trying to get Kittles in more foul trouble, and his turnaround. He's mired in foul trouble, trying to be careful defensively and has only 4. Michael Jordan sensing that.
Happened. You come off that screen and roll. If you're going to swing, okay, that's a ton of offensive boards.
And that's 7 offensive boards he has already today. Kukoc and Michael Jordan pulls up for the jumper and hits. Kukoc goes into Jordan. He's open and backs it in. Michael Jordan now. Look up. Here's Michael Jordan. He'll get it and will get the foul as well. And Kerry Kittles committing another one. That'll be 4 on him. So all bad news.
Both teams shooting the penalty.
Here's Jordan working against Kittles on the turnaround. Michael Jordan now with 31 points. And the lead is 3 as we have 2 minutes and 18 and running, and a timeout for the ball against Kittles, who has 5 fouls. Michael Jordan fouled, and let's see who'll get it. He'll go to the line with 1:12 on the clock.
Well, there are 3 guys all over him in that situation.
Michael Jordan goes to the basket, and Jordan goes in, and he's fouled. And let's see who gets it. If it's on Kittles, it's 5. Or 6, I should say. In any event, Michael Jordan will have a chance to
about 40 points.
Here is Gatling, and it's blocked by Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan blocked.
Gatling is holding his elbow. Now keep an eye. They front. Gatling catches. Now watch Jordan come right in the middle of your picture, right there.
7 damage in the 4th quarter. Kittles has it knocked away by Michael Jordan. Basket and a foul. Michael Jordan can give the Bulls a 3-point lead. With a critical defensive play. With under a minute remaining in overtime.
Just watch as Michael gambles right there. You know, before he retired and went to baseball, he was always 1, 2, or 3 in the league in steals. Now you can see Gill, great gamble by Michael. Kittles left it right out there. But before this play, a good defensive play by Scottie Pippen on Chris Gatling to force him to pass the ball out. Now as we go in here in this...
Shot of the game spins out. Were it not for the presence of Tim Duncan, Van Horn would have been a cinch this year as the league's Rookie of the Year. Jordan wastes no time wasting his first shot.
But Jordan recognized the mismatch very early that Sherman Douglas was guarding him.
Jersey team got a lot of confidence the other night, even in the overtime loss. And as Isaiah said, Michael recognizes the mismatch and buries the little 8-foot fadeaway.
Here's what Michael did in game 1. Played 47 of the 53 minutes. Scored 39. Did not shoot well from the field, 11 of 27, but got himself to the free throw line 23 times.
Late with the double team, but Gatling was able to split the double team and score.
Jordan off the feed for his second field goal.
When you're playing Michael Jordan away from the basketball, you can never let body contact get to where he can reverse you. You've got to push him out. That time he reversed him for the alley-oop.
Back to the Pippen alley-oop from Michael.
Great vision there by Scottie Pippen and great eye contact, but if you watch Michael Jordan without the ball, he will reverse. It looks like he's going to use the screen by Rodman, and Kerry Kittles did not get his body on him. You must get your body on Michael and give him a little bump. You cannot give him that kind of room to roam. He's too smart. He will find the open areas.
Jordan back to the line where he's been spending plenty of time of late. We mentioned this earlier. The last couple of games, he's been to the free throw line 47 times. Shot under 50% in both of those games, well under in game 1 of this series, but topped 40 points in one of those games and had 39 in the other. Burrell slicing through 2 defenders, but missing on the run. Wennington on his 35th birthday rebounds, feeds Jordan, who banks it in. Chicago by a dozen. Jordan against Harris. Got it. Up his second running at Michael. This is the last basket.
Now, Jordan sees that the baseline is clear. He doesn't trust his jump shot because of his finger, and he wants to get to the basket. Every chance and every opportunity he has, he wants to get to the basket to convert.
Game clock overlapping the shot clock by just a few seconds. It's Jordan. He hits that one. He's just 5 of 13 from the floor in this first half. Jordan putting it on the floor against Kendall Gill. Into the lane for Kukoc. A dozen for Tony, and the assist to Michael. In fact, Gatling has only 4 points. Jordan from Rodman.
That's beautiful basketball. When you have a team down on their heels and they're coming out pressing, you want to spread the floor, get good ball movement. Beautiful.
When you watch the Chicago Bulls, they are so beautiful without the ball. The give and go, they have excellent passers. Michael with the strong finish after the pass from Dennis Rodman. You see Kendall Gill turn and look for the ball. Michael cuts against his vision. You got to keep your body on Michael Jordan. You know that he's going to work against your vision. He's the best in the game at doing that because his entire career he's seen double and triple teams. And in order to get the ball back, he's got to find a way to get open.
To the hoop. Count the basket.
See, they spread you out. When you go up to pressure them, it plays right into their strength. The defense is extended out wide. It opens up the lane. Jordan goes and penetrates right down the middle of the lane, draws the foul, gets to the basket, finishes for the possible three-point play.
See, Isaiah, one of the great things of Michael Jordan, you could list so many of them, people do not realize how powerful this man is to be able to take that kind of contact and then be able to finish the shot. A lot of players get the contact, but they do not have the wherewithal or the strength or the concentration to get greedy and finish off the three-point play. Michael is the king of that.
They're going at it.
Well, that's what you have to do with a great offensive rebounder. What you have to do is you say, you know what, he's not going to get the ball, so one of my teammates is going to have to come up with this miss. And again, that's Michael Jordan doing what he has to do for his team. He's the man on the inside there blocking out Jason Williams, who's their premier rebounder.
Chicago once led by as many as 21. Here's Kerr missing the three, but it's Rodman on the glass. 16 rebounds now for Dennis. Jordan through the lane and up.
Again, the second shot, you get great initial defense. You're within 9, you've got a chance to rebound the ball, and Dennis Rodman with a great hustle play. He has answered the bell today for Chicago. He apologized to Phil Jackson after game 1. He said, Coach, I will be better, and today he has been tremendous.
Jason Williams was so concerned about Dennis Rodman that he let Michael Jordan drive right down the lane.
And at least they've been competitive in these first 2 games. Michael takes it to 30 on the night.
Started by Kerry Kittles. Douglas double teams. And here's Jordan left open for the three, and he's got it. Michael Jordan, who has only shot 44%, but as Hubie mentioned at the outside, has made a living at the line in the first 2 games. Triangle offense executed by the Bulls. Jordan with a feint on Kittles and hits. Michael Jordan now with 5 points on 2 for 2 shooting. Michael Jordan has gone to the free throw line 40 times, as Hubie mentioned. That's 6 fewer times than the entire New Jersey net team. But look at the right ring finger. Jordan has been playing with torn ligaments in that finger all year, which has affected his shooting. He says he tries to adjust in midair sometimes. It doesn't work. Thus, it affects him more at the free throw line, and you talked about him missing some of those free throws.
Well, during the year, this is the lowest average that he's ever shot from the floor, 47%. Now, at playoff time, he's down at 44 right now.
In game one.
Well, that's his patented move. You know, he loves that.
And does Jordan love that?
Too easy. It's just too easy.
9 for Jordan. It's personal.
Anytime that Michael runs into the post, he's going to try to make his move before the double team. See, Kittles not only fell backwards, but he's also looking for a call. You are not going to get a call on Michael Jordan from an offensive foul. Will they eventually ever double team him? Well, that remains to be seen. But he's right now in a terrific groove.
Michael Jordan working his way in the lane and hits. Jordan now with 12 points in the game. And now the Bulls lead by 4. Here's Michael Jordan with a jumper. Jordan hot now with 14 points. Brown. Now Kukoc. Jordan with a fake on Harris and a fall away. Michael Jordan wants to head back to Chicago. 16 points, 7 already here in the second quarter on 6 for 7 shooting from the field. And this time he does not make it with Kukoc coming over late. But the Bulls with the ball and a 5-point lead. Here's Jordan for 3, his second of the game. Michael Jordan now with 19 points. And once again, Chicago is up by 8. Kerr seeing a lot of action. He has been a potent weapon for the Bulls against the Nets this year. Jordan working against Kittles. Gets Kittles in the air, and Jordan hits. Patented Michael J. 21 points for Michael Jordan, who has scored 39 and 32 in the first 2 games.
Yeah, he's beautiful to watch tonight. Yeah.
They got to get up early in the day to find out why players play the way they do.
This is a high screen and roll.
5 on the shot clock. Jordan. Never no fouls to give for the Nets. Michael Jordan at the buzzer hits. Michael Jordan 9 of 10 from the field. He has 23 points. And the final seconds in and out almost went for Harris. But the Chicago Bulls with a 9-point lead at the half. 23 points on 9 for 10 shooting, and Michael Jordan looking for the sweep and rest, apparently. At halftime, the Bulls lead it 61-52. Nike halftime coming up. They're 0 for 6 shooting here in the third quarter, leading by 5. Jordan with a great fake lays it in as he put the fake on Jason Williams. First field goal for Chicago here in the third, as Jordan now has tallied 25.
Third right now.
Michael Jordan will hit the jumper. Jordan with the jump shot, and
they're still within major striking distance here, and like we say, they play in peaks and valleys.
Michael Jordan with a very difficult shot, falling away toward the baseline against Kittles. Now 12 of 15 from the field. Michael Jordan now with 29 points. They don't need him to go to the line tonight. He's doing it from the floor. It's 3-point play.
Now just keep an eye on Michael as he goes baseline here with the bump, and then the shooting over. Cycling coming, looking for the extra pass.
Douglas missing from the perimeter, and the Bulls looking to establish their biggest lead of the game with under 5 minutes to go in the third. And Burrell from Michael Jordan, and a timeout being called by the New Jersey Nets. The Bulls lead it 82-67 and playing their best basketball of this first round.
The Bulls are toying with the trap stick at half court. When they made the half court trap, Burrell just went right down the middle of the floor, and he's the benefactor of this pass. Now you can see they're just toying with the defense, getting anything that they want. 1 and 2.
They were down by 14 in game 1 in the fourth, forced overtime. They were down 21 in the third and got close at the end. But then you always have the man in the cape, Superman, Michael Jordan, who now is 14 of 18 from the field, 34.
We'll see it.
Hill with 4 fouls. Jordan coming around a Rodman screen hits. Michael Jordan now with 36 points. He's hardly missed from the field tonight. He is 15 of 19.
Well, as Michael came off of the screen, Gatling was at least 6 feet back, did not get up and help out. And when you can't do that with Michael, that's like an automatic layup.
Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan going in off the glass, scores 38 points for Michael Jordan. He has scored 39 in game 1, 32 Sunday's game 2, 38 tonight.
Pippen thought about a three. Now it's Michael. Spinning, shooting over Wesley, and there's his first basket. Wesley from D-Bots around Pippen into the lane. Rice, 3 on the 24. Had to force it on the run, and Michael got a piece of it. Harper's open. Michael takes it himself, and Wesley fouled him. Scotty has it.
3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Michael for 3. That's better.
3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Pippen against Fields with the hook over it. Down by 15. Jordan to the baseline for the slam. Michael from Rodman had to change it, hit it, coming to the line.
Same play on the right side of the court. They ran it on the left side of the court. Now Rodman and Jordan come back and run the same exact play on the right side of the court.
3-point possibility. It's Pippen. And it's short. Michael chases it down. Off the glass, and the Bulls are in front.
Yeah, loosen that up from the outside. He's such a beautiful shooter.
Jordan answers at the other end.
And he backed up Kenny Anderson. And I remember Chuck Daly telling me to look out for this kid because he thought he would be a very good pro.
Jordan's turnaround in the lane is there. Jordan got it, +1. How quickly did he shake off the banged-up knee? Still Chicago by 5. Jordan makes it 7. Michael comes back. Around Curry. He can win a game all by himself. Here's Pippen. Hits the fadeaway jumper. Michael from Pippen. Left hand. Oh, yeah. Pippen. Got it.
Then Scotty get his also.
In talking to Dave Cowens, he told us earlier that he may use this game just to see what happens. Wasn't that a beautiful dish by Jordan?
Behind the back to Rodman, who gets the lay-in. He has 7 off the Michael assist.
Him to get his second technical.
MJ from 17 hits. Almost 4 minutes gone in the first period. And the Bulls fans start to make some noise regarding that point. Scotty with the fake, stops, fades, and hits from 15 feet. Scotty gives it back to Michael. Pitt wanted it back. Now pops out. Inside it goes to Luke Longley. MJ is the rebound, 17 to 11. Charlotte got Bobby Phills for this express purpose of guarding Michael Jordan because they thought that the playoffs ran through Chicago, getting to the finals. Inside for Luke. Inside. Yep. How about that? Big guy with 2 buckets here. Michael with it on the wing. Rodman up high for the screen roll. Phills came over to help out.
All right, he's got body. Now move up. Clear out. He wants to clear out.
Top of the circle jumper. MJ knocks it in. Clear out. Luke kicks it out to MJ. Top of the circle jumper. And all of a sudden, you see the swagger back, John. Michael fakes the shot. Little rocker step. Got him in the air. Now from 15. Good.
Michael with 10 points.
Fresh shot clock for the Bulls. And again, Scotty down low with the post up. On top, MJ, top of the circle. Jumper is good for Michael. Watch it here. The Bulls very good at this kind of a scenario because they hit him a lot of times. Oh, yes. MJ hits the runner as the buzzer sounds.
Mason out on Michael.
Pip, top of the circle for three, and it's good. Michael comes up with it. MJ pushes it up the floor. Luke runs hard. Michael bounces it to the big fella. Oh, yeah, how about Luke? Phil Jackson wanted a timeout. Charlotte leads it by 5, 68-63. MJ inside. Got it, counted the foul. The Bulls needed a basket. Where do you go? MJ. 70-65. 4 minutes left now. MJ spins. Oh, what a move by Michael. He does it again with the layup. 72-67. Hornets with the lead over the Bulls. Coming up on 3 minutes left. Remember, Game 3 Friday here on Fox. And a fadeaway jumper by Michael. MJ on the right side fades and hits. 3 minutes. 17.8 seconds left. Bulls trail by 5. So you don't need the 3. You need 2 baskets. Michael drives inside, looking for Luke, who lays it up and in with 11.4 seconds left.
From the field, but Glenn Rice averaged 25 against the Bulls in the regular season here.
This is it right there.
Jordan goes right around Wesley.
Pay attention to Divac. He's all over the offensive board. Just watch this quick move right here. See, there's no size factor. There's no strength factor. Michael is not going to let
to go in the opening quarter.
Now, you've got to watch out. The Bulls have got to watch out for that because they release guys in game 2 also. You take a shot from the top of the circle, they're releasing.
Jordan beating Harper and a good play by the Bulls.
Cuts, and Wesley was holding him up under the rim.
It's amazing how Dave Cowens devised the defensive strategy in Game 2 on the bus coming to the United Center the other night, and then he had to sell in the paint thus far in a 2-point edge for Chicago. Michael Jordan trying to use a screen from Luke Longley does, and he's got it. So Jordan now with his second field goal has 4, and the Bulls are up by 3.
This is so important. They're holding Chicago to 1 shot. This is one of the top offensive rebounding teams in the league. You get that and get it out, you can score on them.
Michael Jordan gives the Bulls the lead again. Hornets back-to-back 50-plus wins for the first time in the franchise history. Longley in the low post against Divac with the hook shot. And it goes. He and Bills are second to Glenn Rice's 14. Bulls lead by 7. And Michael Jordan going baseline with a great move inside. And Jordan now leading the Bulls with 10 points. By the way, the Hornets have gone to the free throw line only once before that last sequence. Michael Jordan with a high shot. Jordan with 12. You don't think they're going to get him mad now, are they? Two-man gang for the Hornets as B.J. Armstrong has replaced David Wesley at point guard for the Hornets. Here's Michael Jordan with the jumper. He's got it. Jordan with 14 points, his first of the second half. Bulls situation with Pippen in the open floor, guarded by Glenn Rice. Here's Jordan with a turnaround over Armstrong. He knew he had him. And Michael Jordan now with the basket has 16.
That was a nice move, Dick, mainly because Dennis Rodman came right over and challenged that shot.
5 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Curry in the game for the Hornets. Rodman inside, and he makes the basket. He was all alone waiting for the pass, and he converted. Dennis Rodman has 4.5 minutes remaining in the third. The Bulls lead by 13, trying to open up their biggest gap of the game, and Michael Jordan trying to do it, and does. 70-55, a 15-point lead. Timeout called by the Hornets. Michael Jordan has 20, and the Bulls do. So Dave Cowens looking for energy from somewhere to get it going. Steal by Jordan, and he's tripped by J.R. Reed.
That was beautiful. Michael Jordan's man went to the basket, and Michael let him go and came right back and gambled on this pass. See, Michael is going. Watch him go out of your picture. Now here's the pass. Here he comes. Excellent anticipation. Before Michael went to baseball, his first 9 years, their major plus for them is that Rodman or Pippen can bring a ball up.
Pippen found Jordan and went back door, and it took a little while before the Bulls got him the ball, but Pippen finally did.
So important in the Hornets' Game 2 win at Chicago. We're held to 2 points between them while being guarded by Michael Jordan in Game 3. Here's Michael's first shot. Ties it at 2. What does that say about Mason's mentality?
Well, as a coach, you need to prod your guys any way you can. Doug knows that.
Michael's turnaround is good.
That's why I'm sitting here.
As we come back, the Bulls trailing by 5 have Steve Kerr on the floor for the first time. Michael fades and fires over Mason and drills it. Here's Kukoc. Michael with some room, and he's got 8. Divot's in the lane, draws 3 defenders, and Pippen pokes it away. Kerr picks it up. Here's Scotty at the other end from Michael. Phils backs away from Michael, who's not a three-point shooter anymore. Kukoc is.
6 open shots in game 3, 15 of 20. J.R. Reed buries 2 open looks.
Longley, good pass to Michael. Michael over Mason, got it. For the record, Michael Jordan with 12 points has now scored in double figures, at least 10, in 1,001 consecutive games, regular season and playoffs combined. And here's the steal. Racing with Reed. And count the basket. Well, 2 Tar Heels in a foot race, and if you're going to wrap Michael up, you're going to have to do it a bit more aggressively than that because he left his arms free for the layup.
Well, if you're going to wrap him up, you wrap his arms up, not his legs. He shoots with his arms here. Look how strong Michael is, and he just finishes the shot and the opportunity now for the 3-point play. But again, how many times have we seen in this game the Bulls get down 4, 5, or 6 points, and with their defense get opportunistic, easy scores? That's when they run. They're not a team that runs for 48 minutes. They pick and choose their spots.
And the first thing that I noticed about this graphic that we just flashed up there is that it's his first free throw of the night with 4:25 to go in the second quarter. You got to keep scoring and you got to keep attacking. They came out in the first quarter and they were attacking. In the second quarter, they didn't attack as much.
Luke Longley takes it right to the hoop, heeding the advice.
That's a set play right there coming out of the...
He made a quick move to the basket.
Wesley has it shoved back in his face by Harper. Here come the Bulls. Michael pulls up over Divac and has it. Pippen over Rice. Got it. The pass intended for the cutting Rice is picked off by Rodman. Michael around Divac. Rodman with his 12th rebound of the night. Jordan had to muscle that one up. Their ability to win on the road actually keeps the Bulls off the road. They now have the possibility of closing this thing out, assuming they win tonight, by winning Game 5 at home, which would mean they've gone through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs as Michael connects. Michael over Rice. Count it. 16 boards for Dennis. Jordan the pull-up. 29 for him. If it hasn't already, Kukoc with the steal. The dish to Michael, who has 31.
And they finished off the New Jersey Nets in the opening round of the series with a very impressive road win as well. Here is Michael Jordan, and he gets the Bulls underway.
But unfortunately for them, in quarters 2 and 3, that's where the Bulls catch up and move ahead.
Mason guarding Jordan, and Jordan hits the shot. Jordan scored. And Wesley has his shot blocked by Luke Longley. Michael Jordan hits. And Michael Jordan, with a strong start, has 6 of the 8 Bulls points.
Coaches, everyone voted him by far #1. Now, he is quicker tonight, Dick, for whatever reason. He's stepping out.
And Michael Jordan, the biggest lead.
Now, during the year, Rice shoots 46% from the floor and 43 in threes, and we're seeing it here in this first quarter.
Jordan working around Longley, and Longley set a great low pick for him. Jordan working against Rice, and Jordan getting a step. Rice stays with him, and Jordan scores anyway.
Clock, even though he had the dribbler leveled off.
And here is Jordan, and Michael Jordan with a great move to the basket. Michael Jordan with 14 points here in the first quarter.
Waiting for his first punch. Okay. All the antagonizing.
Commentary there by Hubie, but a true one. Here is Bill Wennington just coming in the game. Wennington have the ball. Michael Jordan, who has yet to score here in the second quarter. That is that. Michael Jordan finally getting on the board here in the second quarter. On the first basket by the Bulls, and it takes them nearly 2 minutes of this second half. Turnover as Wesley lost the ball. Remember, turnovers really killed the Hornets in game 1. And Jordan wide open in the corner hits. Michael Jordan now with 18 points.
Now that time, Michael Jordan.
And they got several mezzanines here, Hubie. They go up pretty high at the United Center. Michael Jordan comes back with a basket and a flurry of hoops going on. Hornets lead by 62-61, nearly halfway through this third quarter. Luke Longley sets it for Michael Jordan out of the triangle offense, and Michael Jordan now with 22. And a critical game is evidenced by the fact that both Glenn Rice and Scottie Pippen have played the entire game tonight for their respective teams. And Michael Jordan now, he's got to be more than a little upset. He's got 24. Longley had the big mismatch in his favor. Now Mason is on Michael Jordan. The fall away by Jordan, and he hits. And that was the way Jordan was beating Mason in game number 3 with the fall away. 2 points in the game, and the Bulls lead 81-76. Michael Jordan with a screen from Rodman. 28 points for Michael Jordan. 2 points in the game, and the Bulls lead 81-76. Michael Jordan with a screen from Rodman. 28 points for Michael Jordan.
That's the third time, Dick, that he didn't go back door, that he ran that split cut and was wide open, and it's his third score off of that move.
Again, here is Mason down low against Rodman, and it's Jordan with the block. Michael Jordan, who is playing inspired basketball right now at both ends of the floor. And I'm sure the scrimmage with Glenn Rice had a lot to do with that.
No doubt about it, because what it did was it ignited the building. And a great defensive effort by Michael.
The Bulls had their biggest lead of 7. It is now a 6-point game. Plenty of time remaining, 6:25 in the fourth. Steve Kerr, how many times has Kerr hit the critical shot in the fourth quarter?
Wow.
Game to go. Chicago on its way to moving into the conference finals. Brown finds Longley. Every possession critical now. Michael Jordan hits it.
Big.
30 points for Jordan, and the lead is 7. Timeout, Charlotte.
People foul right away. Okay, now they have the ball back. They can run more time. Or if it was a penalty situation, they'd be shooting the penalty, and they'd be increasing their lead.
Hornets have no more fouls to give, and Mason fouls Jordan. But they came a cropper against the Chicago Bulls tonight. And Michael Jordan, probably with more fire in his eyes than in any time in the playoffs at both ends of the floor, with his 31st point and the first time tonight from the free throw line.
No doubt about it, Dick. The confrontation definitely woke him up and got him going. And since then, he's been playing very spirited basketball.
He has 10 of his 18 points, or 10 of the Bull points here in the final quarter. Michael Jordan with a steal.
Here.
David Wesley fouls him, and Michael nearly scored with the left hand. No basket by Pippen. And the crowd on its feet, and they got what they wanted. The Chicago Bulls will finish off the Hornets in 5, as all the other teams have going into the conference final.
Now, this is just a good help by Dennis Rodman, because it forced Wesley right back into, B.J. Armstrong right back into Jordan for the steal.
Pippen for 3. Way off. Jordan recovers.
for his first basket. Not just yet. Here's Michael with the steal, and Chicago with the lead.
Now you watch Michael overplaying the passing lane. Eyes are big, sees it, tongue is out. I'm chasing it as he goes down court and makes the easy dunk.
Rodman has 9, and the big 3 is yet to get on track for the Chicago Bulls.
And here's a steal. Pippen for Jordan. Mullen at his mercy.
So they have to pick their spots.
Michael from Pippen spins baseline. Got it! 5 seconds to shoot. Stolen by Pippen. 3-on-0. Let Michael do it.
Doug, the look on Scottie Pippen's face and the way he's all over Mark Jackson. Oh, my.
Closes in on the penetration. He gets back out to Mark Jackson. They close in on Reggie Miller. He digs back, knocks the ball loose. He gets the steal, and he throws ahead to Michael Jordan. But here's Scottie Pippen once again, electrifying this crowd with his defense. The hard work to Scottie Pippen on that play, the glory to Michael Jordan. And don't believe Michael Jordan doesn't know it. Look at this. Scottie, thanks for being my sidekick.
Slices through, but doesn't hit. Michael to the hole. He doesn't do it as often, but he can still explode. Michael's baseline drive.
Now, I remember this all so well. The skip, the hop, and the boom.
See, I find the interesting thing, in this quarter, Michael Jordan has gotten a dunk and 3 layups. So he's gotten easy scores, and everything has been created by the frenetic Bulls defense led by Scottie Pippen.
Jordan into the lane. The Bulls by 5. And Michael with 20
to go.
This is the 167th playoff game of Jordan's career. To the hole, reverse, lost the foul. A burst of brilliance interrupting the point. This is the 161st time in 167 career playoff games that he's scored at least 20, and many of them have been just gorgeous.
Isaiah, look what they've done, though. They see the Pacers overplaying. They stretch their offense out. They flash their center, a backdoor cut. That's what happens when you play against the Bulls. They make their adjustments, knowing if you're going to extend your defense, we'll bring our offense out and we'll play against your strength.
That McKee has missed in the playoffs.
Michael with room.
See, that's a 4-point swing. Instead of bringing it down to a 5-point game, it's pushed back out to 9.
Here's his next shot. It's going in, and he's going to the line.
See, that's what Dick Harder doesn't want from his defense the next 2.5 minutes.
Kukoc finds Jordan. Michael with the basket, but Kukoc made the play with a fine assist. Michael with 29.
Doug, this is why Michael Jordan doesn't want to play another game without Scottie Pippen. They fit like hand in glove. Jordan dominates offensively, and Pippen dominates the game defensively. You see, he only has 4 points, but Pippen has put his stamp on his game, so Jordan is allowed to roam free offensively.
Well, when you talk about Scottie Pippen, these are the unselfish things that he brings. And this is another reason why the Bulls are the champions. We knew Michael Jordan was going to work himself into his points. But the Bulls recognized that Mark Jackson was the key to their offensive production, whether it be taking away the post-up or initiating the offense. And Scottie Pippen has totally disrupted that. He will walk in the locker room, and yes, he has 4 points. He'll be the happiest man in there that his team won.
And 30 for Michael after that free throw.
Hey, Ron, nice game.
31.
In the first quarter, guarded by Reggie Miller, working his way in, and Michael Jordan with the finger roll gets his first basket.
Now, that was a great move by Michael.
Rose guarded by Jordan. Pippen over to help with 8 on the shot clock. Trapped away by Jordan. And another steal. Michael had 5 in game 1. And Ron Harper, the basket. And the Chicago Bulls putting on another defensive clinic the last 2 minutes.
Turnovers from 26 to 13 or 15. Except the guys who are guarding you are pretty quick defensively with their hands.
I hit 21 steals all told Sunday. Jordan with a fake on Miller. And banks it in. He used Miller as a shield, and Michael Jordan now with 7. Tipped out to Miller. 3 on 2 now for Indiana. Miller pulling up, and Reggie Miller with a 3-point basket gets his first points of the game.
Foul right there. That could have been a takedown.
Jordan posting up now against Chris Mullin. And Jordan with the line drive. Jumper has 11 point turnovers, but only 2 here in the second quarter, and the Pacers lead by 6. 1:39 remaining here in the first half. Jordan working in low against Miller with a turnaround. Nice play by Michael Jordan.
What's happening is Scottie Pippen continues to lead either Antonio Davis or Dale Davis. And when that happens, something good has been happening for Indiana.
Here's Jordan. How many times have you seen him fall away and bank it in? He's got 15 now.
Defeated it, got it down, and made things happen in transition.
Here's Michael Jordan. His time runs out. He hits it. Michael Jordan with the basket from the corner. He had his foot on the line, and time runs out, and that'll give the fans something to chew on during intermission. Jordan with 17 points. Second quarter for Michael Jordan, 17 and a half.
Well, the one thing you do not want to do is foul him in that kind of a situation. Reggie was right up, applied good pressure.
Harper, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, and Luke Longley will watch the foul situation as the big people for the Bulls have 3. Here is Jordan trying to get a basket off against the crowd and loops it high. That's 19. Normally Randy Brown has had that task, but Kerr in there now. Rodman leaves it for Jordan, gets a screen from Rodman and hits. Michael Jordan with 22 points. Ron Harper keeps it alive. Boy, he's off to a great start in this series. And Jordan determined to get a basket or a foul or both will go to the line. A timeout coming up. Playing for the last shot of the third quarter after being down by 7 at the half. And Michael Jordan, as he did in the late stages, size to Smith. Smith with a fake on Whittington. Tell you, Kukoc gets over the box in a steal by Michael Jordan. The MVP for a 5th time is an automatic 2-shot foul, and Michael Jordan with the 4 steals is now the all-time career leader in playoff steals as he has surpassed
it that much.
But he has scored the last 2 times down for the Pacers. Michael Jordan driving against Mark Jackson, and the foul with 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the fourth. Trying for the upset and send the series back to Market Square Arena, all even at 1 apiece. Michael Jordan with a big turnaround. 37 points for Michael Jordan.
Over the line on that shot.
Under 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Jordan. And it goes for him. The Pacers are claiming he was going to his left.
Both teams have 3 timeouts and a 20.
Michael Jordan with a fall away. Oh, what a shot by Michael Jordan. And that may be the exclamation point for the Chicago Bulls. They're up by 7, under a minute to go. MVP, and the crowd chanting that now.
Watch how he loses his balance. He's going to lose his balance right here. His feet go out from under him right there. And he's able to recover, elevate, and put it down.
41 points for Michael Jordan, and that is his playoff high. For
He says, this is a great building in which to shoot. Soft rims, dark background. The officials are Dick Bavetta, Ronnie Garrettson, and Bernie Fryer. Bad sign on the first possession. Pull up Michael. 2-0 Chicago. Michael is open. He's hit 2 of his first 3. Contact but no foul. Longley saves it to Pippen. It's a 3-on-1 with only Best back. And Pippen slams it in his face.
was unbelievable by Scottie Pippen. He gives the ball up a little prematurely to Michael Jordan, right back, and look at Scottie Pippen with the wingspan and the long arm, and Travis Best, nothing he can do. He even tried to take the foul.
Michael from the head of the key. He's now hit 3 of 8 in the game.
That was
for Indiana. Rather than getting Jackson back in there when he wouldn't have to worry about Pippen, or forcing Phil Jackson to bring Pippen back off the bench. Here's Michael going to work as only he can. Jordan back the other way. Michael spinning, shooting, and hitting.
Doug, right now Chicago's going for blood.
The fast break here, Michael Jordan just overpowers really 4 Indiana Pacer defenders.
But extreme teamers are still involved in the '98 playoffs, counting Larry Bird as a coach.
And on that team, in my opinion, you had the greatest winners ever in the sport of basketball, with the exception of Bill Russell and Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson.
Chicago still with 3 team fouls, so they're 2 away from the penalty. Here's Michael into the lane, dumping it off for Longley. Jordan cuts it to 4. Pacers by 5 after the 3. Michael cuts it to 3. But he can shoot. Seconds to shoot. It's Reggie. And it's Indiana by 8. Jordan off the dribble. Deals out to Pippen for 3. Short. Kerr swings it to Michael. That one's there. And it's a 1-point game with 23.7 seconds. So theoretically, if the Pacers can protect the ball.
Got to block out. Look at Steve Kerr. Travis Best does not put his body on him. And it gives him a second shot, and Michael buries the 3.
Michael. Pippen. They're looking for the 3. Now it's Michael stumbling into the lane and drawing a foul with 12.2 on the clock.
So that's exactly what you want to do with that amount of time left on the clock. Look at Larry Bird again. He's playing against his own mentality when he looks at Michael Jordan. That's why the smile is there.
Yeah, because Larry would have done the same thing. He would have dribbled in there, thrown his body in there, and said, give me 2 free throws. He's done the same thing.
Yeah, 9 of 21, as you see, from the field.
Now, if Michael makes both of these, he misses. The one thing I do not have, I do not Smith throw the ball in. Big guys do not make good decisions in this situation. Get all the way down the floor if you're not going to take a timeout.
.30 for Michael and a 2-point game. Pippen dishes to Michael. Let's go to Ahmad.
All right, thanks, Bob. Dennis Rodman, who normally when he doesn't start, keeps himself warm by riding an exercise bike or walking on a treadmill. He doesn't have either one of those here. He's been very stiff sitting on the bench. I asked him, would that layoff hurt him? He said, obvious it will, because I'm the same age as you are. He's actually a little younger than I am, Bob.
Jordan's shot is shoved back in his face. Michael Jordan asked for a 20-second timeout. And Michael appears to be bleeding in the area of his right eye, unless that was a bead of sweat. The block by Smits, the save by Mullen.
See, I think he got he got hit right in the eye after the block. You see Smith come down, and as he extends, I think he gets hit right there.
Michael returns to the bench and immediately returns to the lineup. Here he comes.
You know, Michael always looks for things to get him going. He got off to a slow start, only 2 points. Of the first Bulls, 18 points. Actually, now they have scored 22. But he looks for these little things to get him going. He saw the side of his own blood. That's not a good sign for the Pacers.
The call is traveling on Antonio Davis prior to the contact. No foul. And And now Michael, just 1 of 6. Not anymore. Jordan against Rose. 3 seconds to shoot. 2 in a row now for Michael.
I wouldn't take any chances.
Sometimes they won't demand it.
Michael starting to heat up after a slow start. Michael to answer. There it is.
Now Travis Best is guarding Jordan in the post.
Michael knows it. Michael knows it.
See, Reggie Miller came down and tried to double team, but it was too late. He had banked it off the glass already.
Pippen. Michael is open. Good start to the third quarter for Chicago. Michael takes him into the lane and hits it.
You got to go double team him. You can't let Reggie Miller stay down there alone.
Michael. Out to Burrell. And now Kukoc. Michael again. Number 23 has 23.
That's not fair. He drove baseline, pulled 4 guys to him, hung in the air till he found an open guy, then tracked the ball down and got it back and made the shot.
Defending Jordan, he's not backing away. He respects him, but he's going to compete against him. You're not going to get anything free on Jalen Rose.
Michael Jordan hit with the offensive foul. That's his 4th.
So you look at Jalen Rose, and he's not backing down. He's not conceding from Jordan. You watch him guarding him. He's going to take the shot. You know, out of the Fab Five at Michigan, you talk about Juwan Howard and Chris Webber, but this guy has a chance to be the true star.
McKee won't fall. Michael, fade away. Got it. Just a blink of the eye between the time he caught it, made the move, and released it.
His ability to fade back and create distance. His shot is almost impossible to block unless you come from behind.
McKee. 4 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be Michael, and it'll be Chicago by 3. Reggie Miller. Harper on him. Reggie on the move. Finds Best. Deals it out to McKee. And it's knocked out of bounds by Jordan, who comes over to get a piece of it with 6.4 on the clock. Miller is on Michael, who backs him down and hits off the glass.
Well, that was very easy that time. Reggie Miller was not able to hold his ground at all, and Michael really just dribbled him under the basket. No help at all.
Michael into the lane, and he scoops it up and in for his second basket from a new 24. And Michael will try again, and this time it's the result he wants.
He's gone to the same spot on the floor 3 times in a row.
Situation, the pressure is on you to win at home.
Pippen gets his own rebound. Michael wants a 3. Michael has a 3.
Bob, that's what I'm talking about. You let a guy, a scorer, get off with easy layups, and his game just expands.
Hoiberg now has to contend with Jordan. Which, as you see, is not a pleasant task. More than 12 minutes without a field goal. Michael Jordan. He has 15. Michael gets rid of it to Scotty, who banks it home. Jordan from Pippen. Sweet as you please. Michael finds one into the hoop.
Chicago executing to perfection.
Shoves it back in his face. Here's a 3-on-1 break. Who goes back? Hello.
Now, more than anything else, Tony Kukoc loves to make these type of passes. You see him catch it quickly behind his back, catch Jackson turning, and look out, here he comes. 23 in white, MJ is in the house.
Harper gets it out. Tony knows what to do with it. Jackson's in the wrong place.
and Michael slams it down on him. Worth another look. Numbers are reversed there in a most unappealing way for the Pacers. 74-47, now 76, and he did.
Now you watch Jordan running really hard, and he said, come on, Ron, don't stop on me now. So he takes Davis out to the corner. I'm going to lure you to sleep, or I'm not thinking about doing anything. As the ball goes in the post, boom, I'm gone. Bam, there it is again.
Michael, turn around, off the glass.
When Michael's put a little X on the floor on that same spot, that's where he started the game, and it's like, I want to get to that spot tonight.
Rodman to Michael, an open three, and he has 27.
See, that's the beauty of the triangle. Once they get you down, then their tempo controls the game. They spread you out on the floor, they keep the spacing. You make mistakes because you overexert yourself defensively, and they start picking you apart.
And now they take it away again. Here's Michael to Cook, and the lead is 31.
Indiana is saying, what in the world has hit us tonight? 87-56.
So as much doubt as we can put in the Pacers' mind, right now we're going to try to do that.
And also he is 2 points from 35,000.
Here is Michael. Throwing one up on the run, and it's another thing of beauty. 35,000 career points, regular and postseason combined.
Misses the reverse. Jordan has it.
Another offensive rebound.
Jackson's floater swatted away by Kukoc. Here goes Jordan. Mullen founds him. Michael hits it anyway and will get the free throw.
How about that concentration by Michael Jordan? The breakaway, Chris Mullen really didn't want to let him score here, but if you're going to take this kind of foul on Michael, you've got to grab his right arm. And what Chris did, he reaches in and he hits him on the head. Look at the concentration. He keeps his eyes on the target. The greatness, he's always thinking 3 instead of 2. Some post defense, whether it's Michael or Scotty.
Here is Michael with the jumper. 2 defenders on him. Soft touch. He gets the roll.
It's right here. Long pass, and as they back away from him, he steps up and nails the 3.
Michael tongue wagging into the lane. Hits the jumper. Chicago ball. Trailing by only 3. Jordan looks to cut it to 1 as he splits 2 defenders and does what seemingly only he can.
You watch Jordan in the post. He'll be patient. He reads the double team, gives the fake. Both defenders go for it. The nice up and under.
And his shooting woes continue. That was a true brick. I can't remember the last time I saw Chris Mullen shoot like this in a stretch of games. We all remember seeing Michael Jordan do that night after night. Chicago, with 11 straight points, has turned a 10-point deficit into a 1-point lead. Miller trying to guard Jordan, but can't.
That's unbelievable. He faked and had no offensive rhythm at all and still faded back over 2 players and hit that shot.
Another Jordan jumper, and the same result. As he continues to sizzle, it's Jordan, quick turnaround. Michael Jordan gives Chicago the lead and gives himself 25 points.
And you see Jordan wearing that right side of the court out. The shots that he's made this quarter, most of them will come from that right side.
Miller in the lane. Tried to put it up with the left hand, and now the outlet pass is intercepted by Jordan. Here's Longley driving to the hoop, completing it, and coming to the line. Michael turns, fires, and cuts the lead to 1.
2 offensive rebounds on that possession.
Jordan spins by Rose. No basket, offensive foul. 3 on MJ. Scottie Pippen got into the passing lane and picked it off. The Bulls can tie with a basket here.
Best is playing him. They're going to double team. He's going to pick up the cutter.
The cutter was Harper, and MJ certainly picked him up. Kukoc. Short. Rebound to Jordan. His first shot is a rebound.
He'll move Miller around, and then as the shot goes up, watch as he goes after it, goes up and puts it right back in. He attacked that rebound, Doug.
Another time and missed the 2 free throws. After the timeout, it's Jordan. Miller has the assignment on him. He gets around him and lays it in. No basket. No basket, says Hugh Evans. Foul before the shot. Rather quiet at this stage. Good pass to Harper from Jordan. Smits. Pippen got a hand on it. Longley picks it up. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Michael to Pippen the trick.
Turnover from Rick Smits leads to this. A 2-on-1 fast break. Michael Jordan. And you get Scottie Pippen with the big slam.
It's McKee on him now. Miller comes over on the double team. Scottie with the floater.
Watch Scottie Pippen in the low post. As he gets it, he fakes, and he uses his speed to go around Miller with the extension right over Davis's fingertips.
Coach out to Jordan. Puts it on the floor against McKee, and the fadeaway is good. Jordan back the other way. It's Kerr. His 3 is there. So with that, they bring Smits back in. Jordan splits the defense and ties the game.
Now you ask why the floor is so spread right now, because they have shooters. Look at the spacing. Look at the driving lane. There's no one there to impede his progress. Now Michael knows that he has shooters out on the floor right now. Penetrates, drops it to Kerr. But Jordan inside. The double team is late. Why? Because now there's shooters out on the floor, which allows Jordan enough time to operate inside.
He comes back in after a rest, and he's got his legs now. The nice drive and the shot over McKee, the fast break pass out to Steve Kerr, and then with all the shooters on the floor, the hesitance to double team and the layup.
Being yanked with his 3rd foul.
The importance of that Pacer bench. Michael Jordan, nobody blocks him out. The best player in the NBA. He follows his shot up and gets the 3-point play the hard way. Shoots a free throw. Somebody's supposed to block him out. The Pacers, nobody blocks him out. You see Best and Miller in no man's land. Somebody's got to block out Michael Jordan. You give him an easy one.
Michael in the lane. The Bulls by 5. And Jordan into double figures with 11.
See, everything's open right now. The cuts are crisper. The passes are short and quick and tight, which allows...
You just got to be aggressive. You got to keep going at him. Hey, there's 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in this quarter. Finish quarter strong. Come on, let's go.
Bob, I'm ready to play. Put me in.
Jordan putting the moves on McKee and putting the ball in the basket.
Michael Jordan got off to such a slow start. He comes back in the second quarter. The rhythm is back. The bounce in his step. It's giving his team.
Jordan with Miller on it. Now around Smits. It comes up short. He gets his own rebound. He tries again. And this time...
Michael Jordan's going to spin in the lane. And you get people giving help, and you lose track of blockouts. But as I said before, your guards must come back and rebound. One of the things with the Pistons, you and Vinny and Joe rebounded. You came back.
Kukoc again. Good again. Here is Jordan. To Kukoc, who's been on fire. And stays there. Bulls have it back. Jordan trying to split the defense. And there's an Indiana foul.
It's important for Chicago to get some cushion so you can rest Michael Jordan. Michael has great confidence in Tony. He's come through in this quarter.
To Jordan. The Bulls playing for a 6th title. Pacers playing for a first ever trip to the finals. 7 misses in a row for Jordan, but not 8.
Rebounds. You play the great initial defense. Remember what the first half was about, 15-1 on the offensive board. Michael working so hard in the post. He fades away. He doesn't get a shot. He sort of short-armed that one. Longley tips the ball to Michael. Then you see the strong effort to finish it up.
For the next set, we'll see what happens tonight. Jordan to the hoop. And he'll come to the foul line. At after an explosion to the basket. He can't do that as often as he once did. He can't do it throughout the game. But when he needs to, the explosion is there.
Bulls get Rick Smits involved in pick and roll. He can't jump out there to stop it. The Bulls know it. Look, he can't move his feet. He opens up, and he ushers Michael right to the basket for the dunk.
So it's an assignment on Jordan. Smits coming over with help. 5 on the shot clock. Michael dumps it off to an open Longley.
Championships are all about trust. Trusting your teammate. When you get double teamed, you give the ball up and you say, you gotta help me. Michael Jordan spins. He finds Luke Longley. Luke hasn't been the man now shooting.
For a man so big and strong, Malone runs the floor so well, even as he approaches age 35. Jordan hands the turnaround over Hornacek.
Jordan can advance the ball. Pippen can advance it. They all can advance the ball for fast break opportunities.
Michael, turn around, sandwiched by 2 defenders, count the basket, plus the foul.
That Isley doesn't come down and double team. He reaches in, little touch foul, 3-point play opportunity. He's guarding Harper. You got to go help, make him get the ball up.
Hornacek, Pippen bumps him, bounces it to Morris. Michael guarding him, turn around on MJ, short. Listen to this crowd at the Delta Center. Jordan quiets it just a bit. The chant is beat the Bulls, beat the Bulls. But first, you have to stop Michael Jordan.
Which enabled him and Howard Isley, they're combined 6 of 6 from the field right now.
Isley trying to use quickness on Jordan. That one comes up short.
Stockton on Michael now.
Who immediately wheels around him, draws contact from Carr.
For Isley to put a bigger body on Michael Jordan.
Stockton at age 36, playing less than 30 minutes a game. Now it's Kerr. Pippen can't hit it. Neither can Jordan.
Bob, I've never seen Chicago miss so many wide open and easy layups.
To try to trap the screen roll, he goes baseline. Malone reaches. And the little finger roll, that was wide open, but that sure wasn't easy, Isaiah.
But how about the foot fake, Doug, that got him wide open for that easy layup?
Jordan, quick catch and shoot.
You can just see Hornacek has no legs in his shot at all.
Michael, single coverage. And that's what happens.
Who's one of the best post-up players in the game. Utah fails to double team, so he shoots it right over Shandon Anderson. And they come back to the same spot. Okay, I'll read it. There's no double team. I give you the fake to the baseline, and now I'm going to fade back to the same spot.
Kerr to Michael. As they go to the man with the hot hand. Again, single coverage by Anderson. Hornacek comes over. Michael with the up and under. Count it, and he'll come to the line.
He'll get it on the low post, wait. He knows they're going to come with the double team. Okay, this time, I'm going to fake it to the baseline, and I'm going to step through and split it. I'm not going to give you the same offensive look. But when you're coming down to double Michael Jordan, do you know how much fear is in your heart?
Tried to find Rodman, poked away to Pippen, and his 3 is no good. Rodman with board position. Michael. Russell's got game. He'll take it to the basket. He'll shoot the 3 on you. He's a good defender. Longley inside off a nice feed. Jordan. Hornacek up on him. With the left hand, he leans into the lane and tosses it home.
What about this pump fake? He drives it inside, spins, is going to show you up and under. Ostertag goes, uh-oh, and Michael lays it in with his left hand.
Chases down his own rebound and can't hit. Michael back to work, blocked away by Ostertag, but he was fouled.
Get to the foul line because you know this is where you're going to win it or lose it.
Utah by 7. Michael, good look, and he puts it down. Jordan from 20, good again.
Off the dribble, you see Jordan here, off the screen and roll, jumps up, takes the shot. Look at his face as he turns around. He say, I'm feeling good right now. He's coming back down the court.
Malone backing him down. Out to Russell. It's a three. And it won't go down. Jordan has it. Foul on Russell was his third. Each team with one foul in the overtime. Jordan to the basket and clobbered. Playoffs.
When Michael wants that basketball back again.
Pippen flips it to him. Turnaround fadeaway. Got it. Kukoc looking to get it in. Jordan back to Kukoc. They need a three. And Kukoc delivers it with 5.4 seconds, bringing them to within one.
Against Stockton early in this game.
Hornets on Michael. Fadeaway. Ties it at 2. Pippen into the lane. Lost control of it. Back tap to Michael. His floater. Malone made 1 of 2 as Stockton sits down and Isley replaces him. Jordan. His third field goal.
Is off to a great start. We talked about it in the opening. Michael needs help. He rolls to the post, hits the easy jump shot.
Rodman to Pippen. Outside to Harper. Now Michael baseline. And he starts the same way he began game 1. On fire. Bounce pass to Carr. He finds Isley open. Rebound across the basket to Jordan.
Those timeouts to be able to rest your starters and get them the quality minutes you need from them.
Last foul on Chris Morris. His second. Burrell. A three. Got it.
Howard Isley is going to come down and double team. Now the problem with that is he's so small. Michael can throw the hard pass right back out. And they can't react to it because it's such a crisp pass, and Burrell knocks down the open three. And then the next time down the floor, the give and go, Michael Jordan is going to find Luke Longley. Luke slips in. Nobody puts a body on him, and he gets the little finger dunk there. And Michael Jordan looks at him going to the bench. And when you get that look, you better finish.
Working on Kerr. 3 seconds to shoot. A rainbow comes up short. It's an air ball. Stockton on Kerr. Kukoc open. Passes up the three to find Jordan beneath the hoop.
See, Doug, I think that's where Malone should be. Anderson is getting deep in the post, and Malone must get deeper in the post.
Longley to the cutting Jordan. They swing it around, and Kukoc is open again. This time he misses the three. However, Longley pokes it back to him. Kerr for three.
Malone started running out instead of getting the rebound. Nobody there to guard Kukoc, and he gets the second shot.
Jordan swats it away from Anderson and out of bounds.
Now you watch Longley will come over, and as Anderson goes up, he has to adjust the shot, and Jordan is there to send it out of there. As he gives a little bounce, and I can tell you there's nothing like the feeling of blocking a shot like that when you knock it out of bounds.
Now leaning all over Jordan. No call there. And then there's a foul on the Jazz as Hornacek comes away with the ball.
And Jerry Sloan on the bench was going nuts.
Stop. They don't want a double-figure deficit going in at halftime. Foster will start on Kukoc. He must get a body on him and do a better job than he did to start the game.
Kukoc off the dribble. Finds Harper in the corner. Now it's Michael. Double pumps and connects.
And Stockton is shooting the ball very well.
Now Rodman in that first half played 11 minutes and didn't have 1 rebound.
And Isaiah, he totally baited the official into that call. You go in and you put the onus on the official to see if they'll make the call.
Now you got to chase Kukoc out on the floor and on the perimeter.
Foster's back in. Here he is guarding Kukoc. Ostertag has gone out. Kukoc on the run. Air ball. Jordan there to clean up the mess. And they take the ball away. Hornacek throws it right to Rodman, and Jordan is all alone, and he saunters in.
How about Dennis Rodman?
Behind the Rodman screen, he overshoots a three, but Jordan grabs it and slams it.
All the pressure is on you right now.
Hornacek is on Jordan. Michael, double pumps,
and hits off the glass. But that one was just a wide open miss. Pippen to Michael with the shot clock winding down against Hornacek. Michael's going to do it. Two defenders, a whistle, count the basket, plus the foul. As Jerry Sloan contends from the bench, you got two defenders over there. You make him take the shot you really want him to take, and he just hits it.
See, Bob, Michael Jordan understands right now that it's time. It's time to put on the push right now, and he's going after it right now. Can Utah?
Russell comes over. Michael into the lane, left hand, got it!
We're going to kill them.
16 offensive rebounds for Chicago tonight. Jordan on the run, dishes out to Pippen. Scotty baseline. Chicago by 6. Kerr has to guard him. Stockton gets by him, but his pass is intercepted by Kukoc. Kerr, pull up 3. No! Got his own rebound. Michael hits it, and Chicago reclaims the lead.
Say enough. Kerr, watch Kerr shoot this ball. Nobody blocks him out. He gets it back, the smallest player on the floor, and finds Michael Jordan, who gets fouled and is going to get a three-point play opportunity here to put his team up 2.
And you see Malone couldn't be aggressive right there because he had 5 fouls, so he had to lay back off the play.
Russell trying to get it in. Stockton slipped, and Harper cut in front of him and stole it. To Rodman, they'll burn some clock. They got to chase him and foul him.
Still with 19 and a half seconds to go, so that was a big steal and a big no call there.
1 of 2, 35 points for Jordan. Harper into Jordan. Russell pushed him and has 35 points. That ices it. 37 for Michael. Stockton from half court. Chicago comes into Salt Lake City. Michael with Longley trying to screen for him. Spins around Hornacek and hits off the glass. Back comes Chicago. 3-on-2. Jordan against Hornacek. Gives it up to Pippen. Michael into a crowd. Can't finish it, but he was fouled. Video, audio, and photos live from the arena. Well, perhaps all that is too much work for you. Hornacek into the lane. Wild shot, no good off the glass. Ostertag trying to follow, knocked away from him. Isley takes it from Harper. Pippen pushing it. Kerr unleashing it. Off the back rim again. Michael out-battles Stockton for the loose ball. Tries to take it to the hole, and he's...
And then on the other end, 9 minutes of rest for Michael Jordan.
Unfortunately, the rest of his team virtually silent. They trail 27-21. Michael got Anderson into the air, but doesn't unleash the shot. Now he will.
He pump fakes him right there, and he'll slide to the corner. Anderson overcut. Oop, I'm gone. Back cut, dunk. You take another look at it, you see him go away, the bounce pass, the feed, the dunk, and you're watching the NBA.
And flopped on that one.
Jordan at the other end gets the 2 for Chicago.
Now you watch Jordan away from the ball, moving without the ball. You see he sets Morris up and comes right off the screen, right into the shot.
Utah loses it. Jordan back, spinning, fading, firing, and drawing the foul.
9 of 10. Let's see how many free throws he's able to get in this game.
Jordan into the lane. And he gets the roll. To Malone. Carl on the run. A little hook is an air ball. Agreed. Stockton on the move. His pass through the lane is intercepted by Jordan. Stockton's turned the ball over several times in this first half. Kukoc looking for Michael and finding him. Spins on the second to the left hand. An absolute beauty. Jordan to the hole. Wrapped up by Ostertag, and somehow, some way, he scores.
See, fake Hornacek right, took him left to the baseline. Hornacek taking away that right hand of Jordan, gives him the fake. Now he gives him the sweep underneath. Ostertag doesn't give him a good, hard enough foul. So you got to grab that right hand. Don't let him get the shot off.
Here's a man 7'2" and 280. 3:20 to play in the quarter. Jordan into the lane. 1 of 2 for Michael. Russell with the head fake and the miss. It's batted to Jordan. And Utah just can't cut in to this 20-point deficit. Make it 22 now. Michael the assist. Harper the slam. And Harper could be closing in on a triple-double.
Yeah, he wants them to get off this minute 55 and then rest.
Jordan takes it upon himself and builds the lead to 26.
Yeah, we got blown out in Boston in the game 1 there in the Garden. And, you know, you're reading about it, you're sitting around in your hotel room, the room service people are teasing you and everything else. But you bounce back the next game.
That was in the conference finals, right?
Yes.
On the West Coast.
My daughter loves the Sound of Music. However, when I grew up on the west side of Chicago, my boys wouldn't let me listen to the Sound of Music.
Well, West Side Story, which I think Robert Wise also directed. Wow. Jordan from 20 gives it up instead to Harper, gets it back, and lays it in.
As you saw the quickness of Pippen.
Jordan ties the game. Right to Michael. Around Hornacek with the scoop.
Bob, he is so powerful inside. He just punishes you.
Shandon Anderson with the block on Michael Jordan. Pippen's turnaround. Misses it badly. It comes to Michael, and he finishes it. On a fair share of it. From 20, it's Michael. Finally finding the range on his jumper, which hasn't been there for the most part in this first half. Kukoc for Michael against Russell. Up and under, and 2 to end the half, as only he can. Pippen to Michael, spins into the lane and slams it.
Jordan wants it in the low post against Hornacek.
He's got it. And he's got the hoop. 23 for him.
Set the pick and roll screen.
Michael ready to work. Got it. Remember, he was able to rest the entire fourth quarter of game 3, then had 2 days off. There was a... Michael gets the lead back for Chicago. Anderson, who's done a good job defensively on Jordan. Michael tests him again, and this time gets the hoop. Remember, Anderson's playing with 5 fouls. Jordan, Anderson leaning on him. Michael spins and scores.
Bob, you got to run at him. Set up and execute your half-court offense when you have to do that.
Jordan to Kukoc. And it's Longley hit with his first.
You see Jordan holding the ball right there. Keith just falls asleep. Kukoc back cuts him. You see the floor is so spread out. Good pass from Jordan.
Russell is running with it. Instead, it's the trailer Hornacek for 3. They're coming right at the Bulls. Foster poked away from behind, and Longley takes it. Ahead for Michael, intercepted by Russell. But at least the Jazz are getting some work done on the offensive glass in this first quarter, even if they're not always finishing. Jordan was fouled by Foster. That's at NBA.com.
To the basket right away.
Last 20 seconds of the quarter. Tied at 16. Jordan. There's his first field goal. Chicago's defense is the story of this series thus far. Stockton with a miss. Carr in for the first time, but his pass is picked off by Jordan. Jordan just 1 of 6 from the floor. Changes that a bit. Five on the 24 as Pippen backs away. It'll be Michael to beat the shot clock.
As he gives Anderson a little bump and just turns right into the lane. You notice he went right into the middle. Now watch this. I'm going to take you to the middle. Oops. No, I'm not. I'm going to shoot the fadeaway J on the baseline. Always gives you a different look, so you never know where he's going. That's why he's so effective in the low post.
Anderson's got Michael. Pippen with 6 on the shot clock. Michael baseline fadeaway. High arc good. A beautiful rainbow.
Perfect defense here by Shandon Anderson, but there's really nothing you can do. Look at the rainbow touch. That's just sweet. I mean, that's just nice.
I think Malone is saying, look, if we're going to go down, we're going to go down physically.
Let's go over to Jim Gray.
All right, Bob. Jerry Sloan asked Karl Malone during that timeout, was it a foul? He said, no, that's a bad foul. As we watch Michael Jordan go in, fouled by Shandon Anderson.
This is going to be a 4-point little swing here, a technical, and then a 3-point play.
Now Stockton off Malone's hands, stolen by Jordan. Pippen on his right. Morris is back. Scotty is fouled.
And Carr is a great offensive scorer, and he can get hot and get in a rhythm. He's one of the great streak post-up players in the game.
Jordan on Russell, into a crowd, dishes out to Kukoc. He is just on fire. Jordan gathers in the miss. Longley bumping off Stockton, but can't finish it. Longley poked it away. Malone recovers, shoots, and misses.
That's about one step out farther than his range, Bob.
Jordan scoops it up and misses. Pippen is there to clean it up. Michael again. Got it, plus the foul.
Now Jordan, sensing the physical play, will go inside, try to get to the basket.
And that's why you've seen the multiple technical fouls here, the double technicals in this quarter.
Jumper over. Michael given a little room by Russell. Drives on him to the hoop.
Malone back in the game. You cannot let Chicago go on a run.
Kerr hits the three. Michael with room and knowing what to do with it. Deals to Longley.
And also Kerr is in the game now guarding Stockton, and Stockton has an advantage. He can see over Kerr to make passes.
Michael with 5 on the shot clock. Spins into the lane and draws contact.
But you have Jordan on the line, and more importantly right now, Doug, they're in the bonus.
But Antoine Carr is going to be guarded by Kukoc, so if they load up on Malone.
Jordan double pumping. Among the many possibilities, and who knows how it will play out, but among Jordan, just 1 of 6 in this 4th quarter. That won't stop him, though. Michael's 8 of 9 at the line tonight. Brings it back out. Malone will shoot it. And miss it off the back iron. Chicago still has a chance. Into Jordan, a prayer. We go to Utah. Rip up the headlines.
Alone against Longley. Has to give it up, and Jordan is the only guy there. Hornacek is now 18 for 46 in the series. Jordan, there's his first field goal, and the Bulls take a 10-8 lead.
I think Harper's going to have to step up big and supply the scoring load.
Jordan for three. Got it. This time against Rodman. Takes him into the lane. Tries to muscle up, but loses it.
In the low post, they're not double teaming him. They're letting Rodman play him one-on-one. Consequently, when he goes up the top.
Jordan over Russell. Tied at 22.
Medical staff that he is not able to play. So that could be the end of it for Scotty tonight. Bob?
Judd Bushler, who may get more minutes as a result.
Shot for him to take than the one off the glass.
Jordan wheels inside around Anderson. And again, it's a two-point game. Jordan, daylight for three. 13 for Michael. Utah by 1. Michael springs free and takes the lob from Kukoc.
Great roll off for Russell. Faked up and spent off him. Kukoc put it right there for the easy lay-in for Jordan.
Jordan for three. And there's his answer.
I think that's his third three of the game.
It was Russell's first basket. Here's Michael. He's got 21.
Russell, as he cuts, is going to give him a shot. Michael doesn't like it. Michael delivers a blow right there. So Russell pushes him back, and he catches it. Now you got an angry Michael Jordan. He squares up and buries the shot. So the referees let both of them get a blow in, and Michael finished with a jump shot.
Jordan's the guy they want, even more so than usual, and that's why.
Jordan's going to run out of energy because he is in an unbelievable scoring mode. The backup and the fadeaway, and he hits the jump shot, and then he comes back the next time, but he's wanting the ball in every possession. The last two MVPs have been Michael Jordan and Karl Malone, so you see them working their magic. Michael feels the pressure, reverses for the lob, the fading jump shot.
Jordan pulls up and connects. 25 for MJ. A lot easier. Left alone, he doesn't take the three. Michael, fade away. It's on Pippen his first.
Now you watch Michael Jordan on the repost, takes a quick bounce, the reverse spin, fakes Russell out and shoots a nice fadeaway take.
Hornacek driving on Jordan, knocked away from him. Jordan against Anderson. He's still Michael Jordan.
Now you watch Jordan using all his energy on offense. He goes drive hard to the left and shoots a fadeaway J. Chicago's defense has been dominant against Utah in the fourth quarter.
Jordan with the jumper.
Jordan to the middle, but his game is so complete. And when you bring him to the middle, he's able to come right to that right hand, square up, and shoot it right from the free throw line.
Stockton on Harper, out to MJ for three. It's short. Hornacek pegging it ahead to Russell, but Michael.
Chance to go up four. Hornacek throws the pass, and Michael Jordan, with every ounce of energy that he has, goes up and gets the steal. He misses the shot, the three that would have put him up one. Had this gone through, it would have been a 4-point lead for the Jazz. Michael gets back and makes the great steal. Pass the ball back to Scottie Pippen.
You got to take the ball out of Jordan's hands right now and make Harper or Pippen beat you from the perimeter.
Jordan's 9 of 12 now at the stripe.
Now you look at the job that Russell is doing against Jordan. He's keeping him out on the perimeter, not allowing him to come into the post.
In this fourth quarter, Michael is only 2 of 8 from the fourth quarter, but what he's done is he's been able to get to the free throw line. He's 6 of 6, so he's shooting his 7th and 8th free throws of the quarter. They've got to find a way to be able to guard him without fouling him here.
He cuts it to 1. Phil Jackson has told the Bulls during the last couple of timeouts, let's try to take it to the rack, go to the basket, not look for the perimeter shot. Jordan ties it.
2 opportunities to 1.
Pippen into Jordan. Michael working on Russell. Brings them to within one.
This was really the play that hurt Isaiah because they scored so quickly. Michael got in there and scored within 4 seconds.
Malone is doubled. They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds. 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan. Open. Chicago with the lead. Timeout, Utah. 5.2 seconds left. Michael Jordan running on fumes with 45 points.
You're going to see he's in the play. Look where Hornacek is setting the screen. Michael never clears, so Malone doesn't see him. He comes from the blind side and strips him. So Jordan now, as he gets Brian Russell with a quick crossover. Look at Brian Russell slips, and Michael pulls up and buries the shot to give him a 1-point lead.
That may have been, who knows what will unfold in the next several months, but that may have been the last shot Michael Jordan will ever take in the NBA.
Watch Jordan's left hand here as he gives Russell the push. The referee can't see that. Jordan frees himself up for a clean look. The greatest thing about Jordan is he has all the tricks. That's why it's so difficult to guard him.
If that's the last image of Michael Jordan, how magnificent is it? 6. Stockton. Harper's on him. Behind the screen. Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship, and it's their 2nd three-peat. When you lose by this narrow margin, speaking of the Utah Jazz, there are so many things to look back on. But the Howard Isley 3 that was taken away in the first half will eat at them all summer long. Jackson and Jordan, perhaps for the last time. Chicago 87, Utah 86. Jerry Sloan showing class, trying to shake hands with each and every member of the Chicago Bulls, who won 2 out of 3 here and 2 out of 3 in Chicago.
Thanks, boy. Dave, thanks, boy. Thanks,
Statistically, especially in terms of shooting percentage, Michael Jordan has had better games. But when you consider at age 35, the games he's played this year, the grinding minutes he's played, and Scottie Pippen being all but incapacitated tonight, and the fact that they're on the road, and the fact that the odds would shift to Utah's favor for a Game 7, yes, MJ rose again.
Big surprise, 6 championships, 6 MVPs. Michael Jordan, get over here. You grace us with your presence. You've contributed mightily to our league, and tonight you gave one of the singular performances in the history of the NBA Finals. Thank you and congratulations, 1998 NBA Finals MVP, Michael Jordan.
Michael, you have won this award before, but somehow I have the feeling that this one is more special than all of them.
Well, let me say hello to my wife and my kids at home because they desperately wanted to come. I didn't want them to come here today because I wanted to focus on the game, but I wish they were here to help me celebrate. I know they're there cheering, and I can't wait to get home. But to the Utah fans, you guys are a tough bunch to play in front of. You guys came out with a lot of loyalty and respect for your team. You made it really tough for us. We really, after losing Game 5 in Chicago, a couple of us dread coming back to Utah because we had to deal with the fans because of the energy that they bring to the game. But we had no choice, so we had to come in and play our best, and you guys made it a very competitive finals, and you know it's very worthy to win this. And I think of all the championships that we won, this is the toughest.
It doesn't get any easier, but at the beginning of the season, this was the goal that you set out for. How wonderful was it to make this into a reality?
Well, I tell you, when you start the season, I'm pretty sure every team next year is going to start with the focus of finishing and winning their last game. We started with that focus. It was a long road, a lot of different tasks and little bumps in the road, but somehow we made it, and I think everybody who looks at this year is going to have a lot of gratification and understanding and a lot of dedication.
There were a lot of times during the course of the season that people doubted the Chicago Bulls, doubted that you'd be able to come back and pull this off. Even during this finals series here, people doubted you. How did you guys stay so confident?
Well, I mean, this team is one. Our leadership is strong. Our leadership is very positive, very determined, and it filters down to the rest of the players. And we never let anybody give up. You know, we believed in it, and we kept coming for it.
All right, I've asked everybody if they're all going to come around to try to do this again. One more time?
I would love for that to happen. I think that's something that's got to have to be determined over summer.
All right. Congratulations, Michael. Congratulations, Chicago.